Yeah, you guys want to play some fucking dragon game?
Yeah, we might as well before I maybe die.
Don't die.
The dragon game.
What did you just say?
Come along, take my hand.
There it is.
Let's go to the dragon
Dragonland.
game.
I really do want to play this game, but also I have an important question.
Mm-hmm.
So when druids wild shape, they can absorb their equipment and just have it inside of them.
Are you asking about Hector?
I am asking about Hector. That is exactly what I'm asking.
I'm gonna say since Hector... God,
Oh, God.
wait, why can't I speak? Hector is a living being. He stays on your outside, so every druid shape you turn into has Hector as a backpack.
So the
That's
little
What a
crab
fucking crab. Does Hector get small or large for these things, Delta?
No, but he
Damn it.
stretches to accommodate if he's bigger. But if you're tiny, you're just out of luck.
Okay then, so like when they crabbed, they just sort
Hector
of
was just
left
on the
Hector
ground.
there,
Hector.
just like underneath the seat, you know? Oh my god.
All right, thank you. We can play this game now.
If you go to take a nap, don't let your leg fall off the
God,
hang off the
he
bench.
will eat you.
Munch?
He will eat you.
Crunch?
Oh god.
Chomp.
Now I'm just imagining like Pin, but a gorilla or a bear or whatever this time, with just like a very fashionable kind of bag that's also
Backpack
furry.
where he keeps his applesauce.
Oh man.
Benji's Pen's got the applesauce that you crave.
Alright.
It's interesting music to switch to. Cool.
And well met travelers, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey, we're 6 minutes early. Nothing matters.
Ba-da-ba, yeah.
Stop singing the McDonald's song. We are on
That
recording.
wasn't the McDonald's song, and now it is, and now Mount McDonald is banging on my door right now to kill me. Thank you.
Just don't open the door. They don't have keys. It'll take
He's
them a
got
little
big ass
while.
clown feet. You think he
I
can
really
not?
thought you were gonna say he doesn't have hands.
He can smash through any door or human he wants.
Oh god. Okay, we need to quickly get back on track. This is already extra soupy, which is unfortunate.
So last session,
Stealth.
you guys did some illegal stuff.
What else is new?
I guess, yeah, huh?
We've been doing illegal stuff for the past
We didn't.
4 episodes?
We're
Yeah.
like international criminals a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, once we make it back home, it's no big deal.
Oh my god.
Those are Secco crimes. We haven't committed any.
Okay.
We just can't go back to like 2 cities in Secco.
Just
3
gonna-
now.
And also maybe 3. It depends on how the robots work, if they know us.
It's 3 now.
Yeah. Possibly 4. I don't know how it's gonna go when we reach the ruins.
Look,
of
we
the
can't
city.
take into account future bannings.
Yeah,
That's
not
so
yet.
true.
We'll add
The
those to the
infinite
tally when they
abyss
come-
of
when they
future
happen.
bannings.
We're gonna get bans from a lot of shit in our lifetimes.
I mean,
So,
we're only level 7 out of 20, where we have so much shit to fuck
Hold
up.
on. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hey.
Okay.
Wait. Hello?
hello?
You know?
You like that out?
Hello?
Okay.
You might have.
I love you too.
No.
You good?
Chance.
I
Oh.
totally missed a whole lot of anything that was said in the past.
Oh.
Basically, the UN is hunting down the party.
Okay, so nothing new. Cool.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
It was not even. We haven't even gotten to the recap yet.
I just had
Ah.
to talk to my mom. I'm sorry.
We were talking about the difference between Secco crimes and Tunum crimes, and we just have to flee this country back to our home, and we're fine.
Okay.
Just gotta get the fuck out of Dodge and you're fine, right?
Essentially.
International waters, man. Can't catch you out there.
That's why Penn was into Noom.
God.
God, Benji, I didn't think you were just gonna give out the backstory like that. After you've been so secretive this whole time.
I mean, here's the thing: we don't know what specifically they did. It's just that. Anyway.
We're all
Anyway,
criminals here.
last session, you all tried to explore the broken half of Violus, and were shut down until you found a hole in the wall and just kind of snuck around at night.
Stuff.
And got almost put in jail and chased around by a bunch of giant mechanical eyes in the middle of the night who were surveying the broken down ruins of the section of the city.
Those are going to haunt Merritt, by the way. He doesn't know what the fuck they are.
Oh, none of you do.
Well, yeah, but like, mechanic thing just sort of floating around, potentially harming people and sending them to prison. That's.
So yeah, but you all managed to get to the abandoned train station, and after a quick look through of everything that's been there, you discovered that it had been abandoned for probably around a year, given the dates in the books there. And you all hopped on the one cable car that was still attached to the cable and got on your fucking way after Peric unleashed an explosion of winds behind you. And
We're
you
on
all
the world's
shot
first
to the
roller
ruin.
coaster.
Yeah, a little bit.
Peric would be the one to first invent one. Maybe not the only one, but I believe it. Them in tandem with Geo. Oh god. Anyway.
So, right now you are speeding at very, very fast speeds through the desert, and actually through a lot of ruins currently, because you're just outside of the city, and in a very loud, windy car that is shuddering and shaking as it moves because it is in very bad disrepair. And you can see the city as it's slowly getting further, and you're going through a tunnel kind of that's been moved through these ruins. You can see the lights of torches and such scanning through the train station as you get farther and farther away.
Bye, bitches. Just let that go to the wind. Anyway.
Phew.
Merritt's just holding onto his hat and still just sort of tangled around one of the poles, just like, nope, I'm not moving. This is terrible.
Yeah, so this trip is gonna take a while. Probably all night. And Peric can't super talk because they are focusing on keeping the car moving. But after a couple of hours of this unrelenting wind and just buffeting air in a very loud and creaky shifting moving car, it's not anything like the other ones where you're in a sealed compartment, everything is moving smoothly. It almost feels like you're at this point you're so used to those cars that it's almost nothing, and this is you've just jumped in the back of a truck on a dirt road and you can feel all of the bumps and there's wind and bugs in your eyes and teeth. So I don't think you're really gonna have an easy time sleeping.
No.
So what would you like to do in those 8 to 10 hours?
I mean, do we eventually adjust enough that we can move around?
Yeah, I mean you can move around. It's not unstable. It's still difficult to walk around. You'd have to do it slowly, but it's not impossible.
Okay.
After getting used, quote unquote, I use that term loosely, used to like just this is happening now. The wind, the bumps, so on. Where it just sort of gently sits on the floor, still around the pole, but just like not as braced. Keeps his hat on, just holds it. Keeps it down. He doesn't do very much except maybe get up at some point, but it's all rough. But we're alive and not in jail.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, did I use a spell? I did. After a good while, it's not a very relaxing place, but could it still briefly count as a short rest?
Yeah, this will count as a short rest. I won't. It's not a long rest, even given the time.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, get my one spell slot back.
What do the rest of you want to do?
Jesus Christ.
Revenge just doesn't want to die.
Yeah. To virtue.
I mean, you got 10 hours.
I mean, shit.
Stay
she won't-
alive?
Yeah, I mean, just fucking.
No one
Air
might
quotes,
ask
chill.
Reverence for one of her books or something to read for the trip.
Oh,
Good luck flipping
sure.
those.
She pulls out a whole armful and just starts showing you that. Okay, so this one's called Werewolf Billionaire. This one,
No one starts chuckling.
this one is Let Me Come In. Here's the alligator. I think you would like that one.
Oh, God.
And
That
Devil's
is
Gay,
legitimately
that's a
merit
favorite
as
of
we-
mine.
Good lord, Reverence, this is quite a fine collection.
Mad, Bad, and Dangerous and Plaid. She's like brandishing them towards you as she's saying them. Anything piquing your interest?
I don't know, they're all so good.
They are.
Run
She
through
hands
the
you
first
me my
couple
alligator.
again. Oh.
She gives you Meet My Alligator.
Reverence. Are we gonna do this again?
Do what?
The whole... What's this one about exactly? Give me a rundown.
So they fuck in a
Because it
swamp.
looks to me somewhat possibly similar to,
No. The alligator is an allegory for his penis. They fuck in a swamp.
Ugh.
Okay.
You sound way too
Okay.
excited about that.
He takes the book.
It's not my best one, but it's okay.
I mean, anything to get me through the trip. I just need something to just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. So thank you.
Just don't twiddle anything else.
He bursts out laughing. Don't worry. I wouldn't dare do something like that in this close proximity to any of you.
And I thank God for that fact every day.
He nods and he just gets to a seat and reads this book.
I'm imagining the effort to like hold down those pages, like actually like flipping.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours right there.
Just fistful of book. Anyone else?
Is that another smut? But anyway.
No! Not yet.
Hopefully in the future. Reverence is also gonna read, maybe pray some,
Mm-hmm.
update Rizlan on the events, even though he doesn't respond.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Pen's gonna play Snake on their stone. They're gonna be the world master at Snake one day.
They're gonna win Snake.
They're gonna win Snake. The whole thing.
Oh
They're
man.
just gonna win it. Which is very scary to think about.
hmm
Noah's just gonna kazoo his way through his anxiety.
It's just lost to the wind. The notes just.
God, he's trying.
He's doing his best, and he's doing his best for himself, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, Thorn is the only one who manages to sleep.
Fucking bastard.
God, man.
We all just look at him with jealousy.
He just kind of like rolls out underneath one of the chairs and disappears for a while, and you think he's just kind of under there until you realize he's just like unconscious.
Alright.
Star is trying very hard to like meditate and failing.
Oh, honey.
Like she'll start like she's got her eyes closed and she starts relaxing, and then suddenly it'll go as like the metal scrapes against metal, and she jumps and she goes okay.
Poor thing.
Goodness.
Yeah, and Peric is Wind Lady.
Yeehaw.
Reverence offers Star a smut book.
A what?
A smut book.
Oh, I thought you said a spell book.
Yeah, it
No, she doesn't
sounded
need
like that. Yeah.
I guess Star peruses your wares.
Reverend has a weird.
You're damn right she does.
I still have, in my handouts, I still have Werewolf Billionaire. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mary gave it back, but it's just fun to just click at and be like, yeah, that sure is the brand of smut that it's just ass.
Reverence self.
God.
Yeah.
Merritt, like, two hours in where it's like, nope. Thanks to text you like, hey, what do you know about Sekko's waters and revolution? Are there problems for one because of the other? And also tries to flip through the big ass Sekko book, once again looking for the little bit of info on the Emperor.
Roll history.
Which is just roll d20.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to click it because it's easier, but God. Normal.
Yeah, you find this same article and don't really get much more information.
To Star take a book.
Star does and tries to read it, but seems to have trouble focusing.
Which book does she take?
This is important.
Let me look at your books. It's definitely The Devil is Gay.
Good. That's the one I wanted her to take.
Nor, damn it, it's looking at that one. he was eyeing that one.
Reverence, is Nor trying to pretend he's not looking, or?
Yes.
Aw, damn. Can I notice anyway with my 17 passive perception?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your passive perception is 18, isn't it?
With my 18 passive perception.
I mean, nor do you want to roll against that?
How?
I'll let you do a sleight of hand. Even though it's your eyes.
Sleight of eye. Sleight of eye. Shit!
Oh!
Oh yeah. No, you don't notice anything. Nor is fucking slippery as soap.
Yeah, no word. That's uh-huh.
Toot toot. Toot toot, baby.
Baby.
I will say, Reverence,
That's me.
that is
Hello.
you. Hello. At some point during the night, this music's very hardcore. Oops.
Yeah.
The moon's is shining through the cart. So you have enough light to read, like all of you. Plus you have dark vision.
I mean, yeah. All of us. I have dark vision.
I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
Having light helps.
For sure,
Um,
for sure.
Krios begins to glow.
She fucking drops her book and pulls. Just like doesn't grab him, but retrieves
Mm-hmm.
from his little house on her belt,
Mm-hmm.
and waits.
No words.
She kind of glances around at all her friends and kind of leans in and whispers, "You good?"
If it's glowing, at least Merritt would have been like, wait, hold on. Like, noticed, maybe.
Reverence. You hear... Yes?
What's she glowing for, buddy?
You wanted to talk, didn't you?
I mean, you didn't really seem to want to, so I kind of gave up on that.
When?
Earlier?
That's not... I have no perception of time. You understand this, right? I'm a
Not really.
sword blade.
Dagger, you're not a sword.
Fuck you.
Please don't leave. She looks like a crazy person sitting in a corner giggling with her knife. When did I try to talk to him?
You wanted to
last-
ask what it was like inside of...
Hector.
Yeah, I know what I wanted to talk about, but when did I?
It was like
yesterday
after you got off the train.
morning.
Yeah.
In game.
I tried to get you to listen to me like yesterday? I know you don't know what a yesterday is anymore, but yesterday.
Well, I heard nothing, so I'm here now.
That's weird. Hello. What was it like being inside Hector?
Gross. It was really gross. It was like the grossest. It was... You know the fucking goblins?
I do know
You know
the
their
goblin.
sweaty, grimy hands?
I do know the nasty goblin stuff.
I need you to imagine a goblin hand right now that's covered in goblin slime.
Mm-hmm.
And now just imagine it 3 times slimier.
Ugh.
And dark. And like vaguely
Ugh.
warm.
Ugh. Okay, I won't put you back in there.
Please?
I didn't trust the people we were around.
I can handle myself.
Can you? You're a knife.
Again, fuck you.
I'm just stating facts, Krios.
Do you want me to talk to you?
Yes. I'm sorry I put you in the weird bag.
Just don't do it again.
And that I said you're not a sword.
Just don't do it again.
Okay.
Also, what is happening? Where are we?
Okay, stop yelling. Nobody else can hear you. I'm right here. It's like in my brain. You don't have to scream.
That's why I'm yelling. No one can hear me. Why? Where are we?
We're on a train? Kind of?
Because Chris, what a train is.
No.
No. It's also not a train.
That's true.
Reverence doesn't fucking... Semantics. Okay. Do you want just like a full catch up on what's been happening recently?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So she kind of just tells the knife everything that's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we made it to Secco, and then we fucked up a bunch of shit, and there's a revolution.
Yeah. So we're in Secco. We did some crimes. We've been looking for Merritt's dad. You know Merritt, my friend.
I've heard.
Yeah. We're looking for his dad, and we've been to a bunch of cities in Secco. We did some crimes in some, and can't go back to them.
You realize I'm like a holy blade, right? Like you can't just associate me with this.
And I'm a holy woman. What do you...
Are you?
Yes.
Look me in the eyes. Are you?
Do you have eyes?
Do you?
She's fucking arguing with a knife.
Where my eyes are is of no concern to you.
You just told me to look into them.
It doesn't matter. My eyes are up here.
Oh my god.
Please don't use me for evil.
It's not evil, and I didn't stab or kill anyone.
That doesn't sound great. It's not evil. Sounds like someone who's trying to be evil and convince other people it's not.
Listen,
I'm fucking all ears, man.
it wasn't good. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I know.
But it wasn't evil either. And I am a woman of God, thank you very much.
With Smallpox and a stolen camera.
I stole it.
Anyway, and she launches back into the story.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now, our new friend is propelling a big box of metal with magic to send us to a city that we're not supposed to go to.
You know what? For once, I'm glad I can't die.
We're not gonna die.
You just said. Did you hear the words you said?
I tried not
With
to.
your mouth?
Really. I try not to listen when I speak, honestly.
Yeah, I can tell.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm just gonna, like, drop you in the sand. How about that?
No.
I'm gonna drop you in the sand in some ruins, and you're just gonna be there forever.
You won't.
I might.
You wouldn't.
I'm unpredictable.
You can't.
The car.
Explain to me how I can't.
You won't.
That's not an explanation.
Do you have a better blade?
No, but I can get one.
Can you? Can
Did
you
I mention the
really?
crimes?
Oh yeah, you mentioned them.
Just do more.
Really?
Sure.
You seen a better blade?
You think really highly of yourself.
I'm great.
Damn. you have any other input on the situation at hand?
Other than all of the illegal parts that I don't agree with.
Yeah, ignore those ones.
Difficult.
Not really.
Mm. Just don't do the bad things.
It was only like one bad thing.
You're running from it's all just one bad thing.
The other bad things weren't my fault. And honestly, the one bad thing wasn't my fault either.
Listen, you're basically my arms and legs right now, so I need you to just like project a little bit of good into the world.
I'm good.
Alright, well that one was just a lie. I think I'm done talking.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Cool.
Siren speaking. I do not remember what did Krios tell me last time I spoke to?
He
About what?
He was a dagger of
It's the
Moon Goddess?
the moon lady.
The goddess of the moon, Salune.
Yeah,
There we
her.
go. That one.
Mm-hmm.
But did he say? Where did he say? He said something about his temple, right?
He said his temple was in US. Duh.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're not there.
Oh yeah, no.
Mhm.
I remembered because Pin. It's Pin's place.
That whole place is
You don't
Pin's
know
home.
that.
I mean, well, Merritt doesn't, but I remember.
I know.
I know a lot of shit. Anyway.
Reverend just goes, "Look, I'm sorry, genuinely, that you're stuck with me, with being the kind of holy person that I am.
Mm.
What can I do to make it better for you?" Other than not dropping you in the sand.
Again, you won't.
I won't.
I know you won't.
But I do like to threaten.
I guess we'll start with that. Maybe don't.
You can't just, like... You're not going to be able to make me a better person.
We'll see about that. It's a long-term project. I know you're rough around the edges.
Sure, just the edges. Right.
You're rough around...
I'm just rough.
You're pretty rough.
Right.
Well,
Absolutely.
I've dealt with worse.
Have you?
Yes.
Besides the goblins, who have you been with in the past?
That's my business?
Okay, well, I'm just trying to fucking be friends with you, but if you don't want to, like, talk, then piss off, I guess.
Listen. I don't know. You don't... Do you know... Okay. I can't talk to you during the day.
Oh.
The tiny sun goes off above Reverence's head.
That makes a lot of sense.
Goddess Moon.
God,
Me?
said.
Moon. Outside? The moon!
Mm.
Listen. I'm not very smart.
It's a learning relationship.
Sure.
If you want to be friends, then talk to me when the moon's out.
Okay.
And the blade stops glowing.
Well, all right then. Cool bean. Puts Krios back in his house.
I don't like how you're calling your sheep the house.
It's his house.
It's his like little leather tent that's
It's
keeping.
basically a blanket.
It's
The important
his
thing
house.
is that he's safe.
He lives in there.
I guess.
So like some of the exchange might have been lost to the wind, whatever. But did we see at least reference like instantly just notice her knife?
Yeah, I mean, you all see the knife glowing. Like, Reverends, even if you put your back to everyone, it glows bright enough that it's like, it's there.
I mean, she does put her back to everyone, but she's not like super concerned. She has told them that her knife talks.
Yeah.
So, like, her knife fucking talks. Like, it does. If they see it, that's great.
Merritt just sort of looks on, tilts his head, sort of confused.
Also, she definitely gets loud enough that is maybe in fact heard across the wind. Because they were just like yelling at each other. Her and her knife.
It's very good.
That's an adjective.
So yeah,
That's right.
that exchange happens.
Word.
Anything else while the night is still young?
When Rivens goes back to her book, Merritt just goes, talking named dagger, yes?
Yes, correct. He wants me to be a better person.
An interesting request.
That's what I said.
I'd wish him luck, but... I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty cool with the things that I do and say, so...
I mean, did he specify what kind of good? You're certainly good at the whole divine magic thing.
Oh, he doesn't think so.
No?
No. He doubts my, I don't know, title as a holy woman? Title? That doesn't seem right. Legitimacy? There we go.
I mean, you haven't used him in battle much, so I don't suppose he's seen... Right?
Well, he doesn't see anything, Merritt.
Well then, he has no reason to judge.
You're right.
Why only now? Is it just
Oh! Moon.
Moon?
Moon is why. So he was a paladin one.
Okay. A paladin
Yeah,
of...
this knife just keeps getting better and better for you, right?
Yes, because I gave it to you.
She grins. Toothily. Salune. Moon Lady.
Okay.
Only talks at night. Me, dumb as fuck, didn't realize.
Well, that's not one of your regular gods? I mean, you personally have the one. I don't know how many others you know.
Not many. Just got the one. Really.
Most kind of do, from what I do know. I haven't seen a cleric of multiple gods. Terrifying thought.
I don't think that would go down well with any of the gods, honestly.
Yeah, I'd believe that.
Not any of the ones I know, anyway. I am aware of deities. I just, the intricacies are lost on me. If not about mine.
Understandable. So, that does beg the question: is there going to be any problem wielding a blade that is not your own god's?
I mean, there hasn't been so far.
So far.
He's pretty chill. He's mostly just glad not to be with the goblins.
I would be too.
And I mean, the goblins did use him in their goblins, so I think I'm probably good.
Definitely by comparison, if not in general. Alright, yeah.
I'm definitely not a goblin. Though I do carry around one of their teeth. I wonder if he knows that.
Well, I imagine he hasn't seen it.
You're right. He hasn't.
It's around your neck, right?
Yeah.
Then he's probably seen it.
No,
We just discussed how he doesn't have eyes!
I'm pretty sure you asked about his senses before,
Oh, for sure.
so you would know. He can see.
She knows. She's just rolling with the no eyes thing.
Okay.
Doesn't know, and that's the more important.
Because he can hear her, right?
You don't know.
Probably yes, considering. So, like, she thinks that he hears her talking shit, which delights her to no end. Good luck making Reverend's a better person, Grios.
Goodness.
Good fucking luck.
Good fucking luck. Merritt's already briefly trying, and he's in higher regard, and he's failing.
Yep.
Yeah. Daggers. Someone answer the phone.
So yeah.
Yep.
That all?
That's all for me.
Pretty much it for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, 7 history.
7 whole history.
That's about Merritt's entire current understanding of history.
7.
Out of 20.
So yeah, you all travel for the whole night. It's the dawn is breaking as you start approaching the next city. And at this point, the ruins that you were traveling through break away a couple hours in, and they sort of follow you closely for a while before slowly heading more inward towards the desert. And as you're approaching this next city, they've begun coming in again. And these large buildings made of like sandstone are just kind of looming on the horizon. And it's to your right. The cable car runs fairly close to the sea. Um, and you've actually crossed over a river where the car was entirely suspended, like couple hundred feet up over the water.
Even Merritt began to pray, "Don't let it break."
Yeah, Reverence didn't like that.
Hmm.
It all held. The cable held together the whole time, with no seeming damage. But as you are heading towards this city, you all sort of, I suppose, probably drowsily arise from your positions, scattered amongst the car. There's no music playing. Why is that?
There is for me, but it's very scary.
There it goes. And you look forward towards the city that you are heading towards, and the most notable feature to it is that this dome, even from this distance, you can see that almost half of it has been collapsed.
Oh.
And the whole half of the dome ceiling has sort of fallen to pieces. And the wall that keeps it up is crumbled.
That blows.
Right, and an entire destroyed. 2 of them, actually. Huh.
However, as you get closer and closer to this sort of destroyed dome city, the sun is rising, and it's been like bitterly cold all night, like probably below freezing, even within the cart because of the wind, and it's very bad.
I can't remember if I mentioned whether or not he packed it when we first were like, okay, we're going to Secco. But I still have it listed in his inventory. Bust out the winter blanket.
Yeah.
Huddle.
And with the sun rising, it's finally beginning to feel a little bit less cold. And you can see what you swear to be like boat sails on the sand.
Shit. Oh, shit. What? Hello? I did that in a
Hello?
goofy voice, but that's definitely what Merritt's thinking.
Hello?
Ray just sees it, like, points, and, like, looks over, like, points at it, looks over at the group, and then Star, at least, since Thord is just comatose. It's just like, what?
Yeah, is right.
Merit.exe has crashed.
Just, you know how some, like, tap on the glass to point? He starts doing that, like, that's not where cells belong!
Yeah, Star gets up and sort of joins you at the window to look over, and she looks very tired and kind of like squints over the horizon.
By this point, we would put +1 exhaustion.
Yeah. You can all put in +1 exhaustion.
Where do I put this?
There's like off to the right, underneath the flaws and stuff, there's like extra points you can put in, and you can type exhaustion in a part of that, in like the title of it, and then put 1. It'll have the little numbers or the arrows, and you can click click it up.
Goodbye potions, hello exhaustion.
You can. Just,
Oh,
I can just add one if you need that.
It's fine, I don't use the potions anyway.
I mean, you
No
can.
potions required.
Okay.
I mean, you can note them in the inventory like the
They
rest of
are
us.
noted. I know that they're there.
You can just.
Bitches.
I like how it's outlined in red for me. Thanks, Delta. It's in my inventory.
Make it red for me too.
I don't know why it's. I don't know
What
why
is
it's
in red?
outlined. I have exhaustion in my
I don't know
inventory.
why.
Hold on. Is
I
that...
want that.
It's equipped.
It's a quick.
exhaustion.
Oh my god.
Mary has exhaustion equipped.
I don't know. I really don't know where that came from.
I mean, I can. delete-
Yeah.
I have a space for it.
It's just really funny.
It
How do you
was.
spell exhaustion?
EXHAUS. Chun.
Cool, thanks.
Yes,
Yeah,
T-I-O-N.
all red for me. I'm very sad.
God, equip that exhaustion.
Please, I want to. I mean, I don't want to, but like, since we have it, I want to equip it.
Wait, that's class resource. What am I doing?
That should be it.
That's where you put it.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
If you don't have like something
you've done
to
this. Here, look.
Huh?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's total.
There you go.
But yeah, like if you don't have something to keep track of, like sorcery points or I don't know, channel divinities maybe,
Yeah, I think it's
you can just beast shapes, etc. You can just exhaustion, and that's what I have because Merit doesn't have very much to keep track of, as far as I can remember. Anyway,
So yeah,
retired.
Star looks out over the horizon and sees these sails. And is anyone else looking?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We all look with our
All
eyes.
right. Everyone's using their damn eyes. We have dark vision.
We have dark vision. In the dawning sun, we have dark vision.
And everyone sees these sailboat sails, and Star says, that is odd. I don't know what those are.
Sailboats on sand.
I mean, I suppose it could be some sort of craft. And she's like rubbing her face and trying to wake up.
Sandboats.
Yeah, essentially.
Vermin just goes sandboats and sits back down.
It just keeps watching. Are they? So, I mean, they're cells with probably people on them. Maybe. Does it look like these boats have noticed us? Like, are they following? Is someone distracted and runs into a piece of ruin?
Can we make the train car move stealthily?
I would like to stealth.
Cast Pass Without a Trace, and that'll maybe negate the screaming metal.
Keyword maybe.
No, can't stealth.
It's been screeching along for 10 hours. There is no stealth here.
The sails don't seem to really, at the very least, they don't seem to be coming towards you or really noticing you yet. They seem more preoccupied, and they're skating around the city, for the most part, and the ruins.
Okay.
No, goes and sits back down.
Merit sits down, but like where the window is, just watches them kind of just still bemused. Sandboats.
Sand.
Boat on sand.
Said
Look,
boat
they
to sand.
captured the sun in a piece of glass, so like, sure, sand boats. Why the
How
fuck
are they
not?
moving?
Magic. Remix
Well-
waves her arms all around and gestures to the situation they're in, like very forcefully. What the fuck do you mean? How are they moving?
Well,
How are we
what
moving?
specific magic? Like what?
When?
The only thing that.
Does it really matter? The sand boats. That's all we. That's all we gotta know.
It also means, at least to some degree, people are still alive out here. After that. And he like, points off in the distance at the destroyed dome.
Yeah.
Reverend's like pinches the bridge of her nose and she just goes, "Man, I hope they don't try to kill us."
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, as you're getting closer to this dome, within about, it'll take you like an hour maybe to get to close the distance finally to arrive at the dome. And as you begin closing that distance in about 15-20 minutes, you realize you can see the tree inside the dome, and it's still alive, and it's grown to a size that it is now actually exiting the dome, and like from the piece that is destroyed, and you can see it overgrowing.
Powerful.
Strong.
And
Just imagine how big she is.
I hate.
You did it. You did this.
I didn't make Merritt fuck the tree.
No, you didn't make Merritt fuck her, but you made her very horny and big.
How horny will she be?
Oh god.
Find out on Merit Fucks a Tree.
Part 2.
Sexapades.
Part 2.
Day 539.
The electric boogaloo.
God. My favorite thing is that, like, at the same time I could absolutely hear Delta face palming. I also did. I'm just like, yep.
You did it, KR.
Because my boy is a disaster.
We all
I'm the
know this.
enabler.
Part 2.
You are.
Marriage
You made her very
Conference,
horny.
Getting some wood.
I hate that. I hate the thing you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna delete you from my brain space.
That joke was right there, but no one wanted to make it. But oh,
You-
Janix,
How
Oh,
could
boy,
you
I
say
did.
something so brave and so controversial?
Hate it.
No, just how can you say something so controversial?
I hate it. Thanks.
Thanks. I hate
You're
it.
welcome.
Anyway,
it's from a tree. The wood joke was right there. Anyway, please, we need
God.
to proceed.
Anyway,
Please take us to the city.
you are very close to the city at this point, and you can see the sails, and they're much more visible, and you can see that they're not attached to boats because they're fairly small. They're not sailboat size necessarily, but the way they caught the light from just the like flat plane of white sheet caught your eyes pretty easily from far away. But now that you're closer, you can see that they're very I don't know what those things are called in real life. The ones that are like attached to surfboards.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically those.
Yeah, this whole time I've been imagining Treasure Planet.
Yeah, I was about to say Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except it's just a sheet, not that awesome red design. Maybe one of them has something like that, but I digress.
But yeah, they don't super seem to be paying attention to you still, and
Oh, it's just another ghost train.
Yeah, that's crazy. We are loud and on the way.
Merritt, you've been watching them closely. Roll insight.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, buddy.
And the internal thing of being a rules nerd, exhaustion means all our ability checks are
Uh-huh.
disadvantage.
Hmm.
Oh,
Public
big
roll.
yikes.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this, but also that's why exhaustion exists. And if you reach like 5, you die. I think it's
Die?
5. Yeah, you can die from exhaustion. There's
Damn.
like rules for what happens
I mean,
with 1 point
you
or 2
can-
points.
You can IRL too.
Yeah, you
so-
can. That's true.
I
That
know.
is how things work
Oh,
in
God!
the real world. Well, never mind. Merritt, you are picking your nose.
Oh damn.
Oh damn, Merritt.
Wait, what were we
fuck?
trying
No.
to insight? Because my headset's all fucky.
Huh?
What were you trying to insight? Because my headset's all fucked up. I missed it.
No, Delta just told me to roll insight because
Oh.
where Merritt was watching the boats, not boats, sails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't gather any information from them. You're just like sand boats. Oh shit, my reflection.
Oh
I mean,
man,
this
I'm
is when-
handsome.
I mean, this. Where are we as I make this insight? We're still on the cart as Merritt makes this insight.
Yeah.
He try to leans closer, forgetting briefly about glass. And you know how buses, when you lean your head on them, they vibrate viciously and give you a headache.
Mhm.
Merritt learns that that's what the glass does.
Oh man.
Plunks his head and he's like, "Oh God!"
So yeah.
He just cringes and misses it. Oh, that's such a
But yeah, the sails kind of go out of sight as you approach the city, and you are pulling into this train station, and you're not slowing down.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Hey, Peric, was there a plan?
Nope!
for-
There's stop button.
There is an
Merritt just-
emergency brake in here.
Yeah, that's
Do
gonna
any of
fucking
us-
do it.
Here's the thing: do any of us fucking know how an emergency brake works?
No.
No idea.
Noah goes up and starts pulling and pushing any levers and stuff he can see.
Merritt just holds back
One
onto
lever
the pole.
behind glass.
Merritt's been relaxed enough to go away from the pole he had wrenched himself onto. He goes back.
Yeah, at this point, Peric finally stops, making wind happen, and, they seem exhausted,
Oh.
and just kind of, immediately take a seat and go, this is not on me.
Not even bracing themselves, just sitting
No,
down.
you just sit down.
This is it. My job is done. I'm gonna die.
Is there what do I see here? Or is it
It's-
just the one lever that he notices?
It's like a little box on the wall with a pull lever. It's not locked or anything, you just have to pull it.
Okay, he pulls it.
Alright, everyone make a constitution check. Saving throw,
boy.
maybe? Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Saving throw. Sweet.
No
I'm
disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yeah.
Well,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
it's a save.
yeah, it's not
It's
an
not an
ability
ability
check. It's a
check.
save.
Yes,
There's a
right.
difference. So no disadvantage. Don't do that to yourselves.
Does not matter.
Oh,
It does not
buddy.
matter because we suck.
Well,
oh my god.
we all die, I guess.
Okay. Plus 3 for the.
We all barf and die. Which makes it even more embarrassing.
Oh,
I'm
Good
glad
girl
Thorn's
saves.
fine.
yeah, that has to be
Sweet.
Thorn.
Thorn
Oh,
fucking
well.
sleeps through the crash.
Oh.
Star's just too tired to give a damn.
I see. It's
Um,
sorcerer and has
Beefy.
efficiency. Anyway,
Okay. Let's go down this highest to lowest.
Great. Can't wait.
Yeehaw.
So, yeah, Peric sits down and is completely fine. Noah, you
Immovable object.
you pull this brake, and the screaming of the car gets like 3 times louder, and you pull this brake with like 30 feet to stop.
Oh,
So, like,
fuck.
you are basically in the station and about to make the curve. So you pull this brake, and the
About to
car
make the
just
curve?
like
Oh,
it
God.
slows down so much you will all move one side, except for Peric, who just seems to be fine. And the cable car actually gets dislodged off the cable and like crashes straight into the station.
Mm.
And
Time to
Thorn
scream.
Thorn is also at this point now waking up under the seat and is
Oh my
okay.
God.
And wakes up after the crash and is fine. Star just kind of like shrieks and grabs onto any pole or object that will hold her, and manages to stay inside the car.
Oh boy, that's
And
a
then-
good.
And then
sneaky
all of us
what's coming.
players save Lilith.
Lilith digs her claws into the bottom of the car and is kind of like when a cat is like grabbed onto a blanket and doesn't want to be, and so you try and pick them up and the blanket just moves with them.
Yeah.
She's all fluffed up and just like, oh God. Oh, sweet.
Pen, you hit the side of the wall. You hit the front side of the car. It hurts, but it's not damaging, and you're probably gonna get a bruise, but other than that, you're alright. It's not great.
Ouch.
And
Yeah,
then the
you
rest
get
of us
thrown.
fuckers.
Noah and Merritt.
Ranger boys at their finest.
Here we
Noah,
go.
you pull this brake and are not prepared at all for how hard it is, and rip it out of the wall. And immediately don't have anything to hold on to, and just go flying backwards and take Merritt out with you. And you both slam into the wall a lot harder than Penn, and like the glass breaks, and you both take 2 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Wait, as soon as you said crash, I was ready for all of us to take damage. But this is...
Nor.
Yeah.
At this point, I just imagine Noah didn't give anyone pulled this break.
No,
So-
he didn't know what he was pulling. He didn't
Yeah.
know what it was gonna do.
Yeah. So there was no warning when this happened. So
Yeah.
You're sitting there just tooting along. Still.
Nor, you've been playing your kazoos.
I just imagine as soon as he goes flying, just the kazoo.
Just the noise that happens as he gets bumped.
Yeah.
It's actually I have a kazoo.
You do. I gave one.
Please.
That was fantastic. I'm so immersed.
And you go through the window
Oh no!
Oh no!
and kind
I
of
can't wait
skid
for
onto the station along with several pieces of broken glass, and your kazoo scatters away,
Oh,
and
no.
like several other of your things kind of scatter out onto the pavement, and you land on one of your kazoos wrong, and you
Oh,
like
no.
kind of jab it in your side really hard,
Okay.
and you're gonna take 10 points of damage.
Already.
Oh, reference.
Oh, reverence.
Yeah, just
Reverence
set me
is
up.
gonna
Let's go.
die.
Are my kazoo saved?
Your kazoos are okay.
Oh, thank God.
None of them are broken.
That was my concern too. Very briefly, I was like, "Oh, what if you landed? You landed on one. Oh no! The health can
Come
be
on.
restored."
Just fuck me up.
Please
Reverence. Reverence, you immediately hit the one door, which just flies open, and you just go fucking flying. You have a very brief moment while you're in the air to pray to your god.
Yep.
Before
It's not
just
like it's just fuck. Please help.
God, what?
you just hear like can't help you on this one, and then slam right into
Jason.
God.
um,
This is when he talks back.
you just hit like a pillar
Oh,
full
God.
force and kind of
Break every
crumple
bone in her body.
a little bit.
Takes head trauma.
You crumple and
Please don't break my horns.
one of your horns
Oh,
is
fuck.
stuck inside the pillar.
Ugh.
I mean, that's not better, but that's something.
I've never felt such sheer panic as when Dama said, "and one of your horns."
And you take 15 points of damage.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm fine. Just like it hurt. And now
Oh yeah,
she's
you're
stuck.
like scraped up and bloody, and it's not good.
She has a nasty broken nose. Blood is falling all down her face.
Mm-hmm.
She's swallowing it. It's gross. And she's stuck in a pillar because her horn's jammed in it.
Yeah, it's not a comfortable position where you can even like look to help or anything. You're just kind of like, oh fuck.
Great. Can I try to yank? Oh, I'm scared of yanking my horn out.
Is Nor close to Reverence?
You're the closest, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna. I guess.
Remember, she's just screaming and fucking stuck.
Nor looks up. Oh shit!
She's throwing a tantrum against the pillar. She's kicking.
Nor like gets up to Reverence and just like, how do I help?
I don't know. I've
No,
never
it's
had
like-
this problem before.
Doesn't know where to like grab her to pull her out. I guess it's just like, Mm. Are you wearing a cape?
Yeah.
I'm afraid of your cape.
It sure is the cloak of daggers, literally.
Yeah.
There's
I
very
don't know if Nor
specific
knows that.
motion to have to activate it.
Okay.
I have to throw it over my shoulder with a flourish. It's extremely specific.
Okay. I grab Reverend's legs and try to pull.
Servant's been screaming, like, as Merritt recovers, he's like, what was
the
that?
Fuck?
What did you
I'm
do?
so sorry, Merritt, by the way. Sorry I gave you a little bump.
Can I hear that? Do I
mostly
hear
fine.
it saying that?
No, they're in the cart.
We're still in the cart still.
You're screaming in another room.
She's screaming very loud.
Well, yeah, but like, as Merritt recovers, he hears like, goes, no, what? Oh, fuck. And just gets up and runs, goes outside the cart. Like, why
Like,
is she
Reverence
outside
is
the cart?
shrieking.
Nor make a strength roll.
She's shrieking wildly and just
Disadvantage.
It's got
Oh,
disadvantage.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Noah comes out and sees this and says, "Oh, hey, Reverence. How's it hanging?"
I'll kill you when I get down from here.
Nor you can't. She's not budging.
Noah flies up. Like, is there space to, like, fly here?
No.
Is it outside or is it inside?
It is basically like the same train station you left. It's
Okay.
It's indoors.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Is she like far up the pillar, or
No, I mean
my
she's
feet on the
pretty
ground?
low to the ground, where she like can kind of lay on the ground.
okay? It's important distinction.
Okay.
How far did you throw?
No,
her?
she's not like hanging.
Okay.
She's still gonna kill Noah for the joke.
Yeah.
Nora's just like,
Oh,
"Help."
Reverend Stare.
She just screams in response.
Mare goes back into the cart and goes, where's you? Thorn? Friend? Listen, I know we don't talk much, you don't talk at all, but Reverence is stuck? I don't know how any of us are going to get her out.
Noah is.
You might be strong enough.
Thorn
Mary-
is like just waking up basically, and kind of like inching his way out from under this like chairs and just kind of like squints at you for a few moments.
I imagine
Or just like grunting and continuing to get out.
Nora's still kind of yanking on Reverence's feet, trying to get her out, and she's just like in between bouts of just plain screaming. She's just like, if my horn breaks, I'll kill every single fucking one of you.
Nora drops Reverence immediately.
Noah, don't you touch me with that.
Thorn comes out.
Noah's sitting there grinning with the rope in his hand.
Reverence is extremely combative, and she seems particularly against the rope. She was screaming at Nor, but like once Noah brings some rope out, she's like, "Don't you fucking dare! I'll cut your fucking hair off if you touch me with that."
Come on, Reverence. If we all give it a good yank, it should come right out.
I'll cut your whole fucking head off.
Mare goes up to Noah and goes, let's leave that for the moment.
Okay.
I'm getting some flashbacks to an incident. You were not there, but we sure did accidentally dislocate a man's shoulders at one time.
Please don't kill me.
Thorn walks up and grabs onto your horn.
Reverence is screaming.
Thorn!
Pen turns Reverence into a crab.
Oh!
Oh,
Thank goodness.
Okay.
I have my hand on the strength roll.
What? No. Love you.
I think.
So,
Oh,
Thorn
God.
grabs onto your horn, and Pen turns you into a crab,
Oh.
and suddenly Thorn is now holding your, like, leg,
Reverence is clacking.
and just kind of...
Mare still hears the screaming.
She immediately pinches Thorn.
He's wearing metal gauntlets.
Yeah.
She pinches the fucking gauntlets.
He's already making the movement, and he just kind of throws you.
Great, this bitch empty.
And at this point, two people enter the station
Oh, God.
Yeah.
from the other side, and you don't recognize them at all. They seem to be just normal people. They're wearing normal clothes, nothing like the guards or anything. But they're carrying they're both armed, and they don't seem like ready to fight necessarily, more just like, what the fuck is happening in here? We heard a lot of screaming.
There's a horn-shaped hole in the pillar.
Does one of them get hit by a crab?
No, Thorn throws it behind him, essentially, pretty much. And they're coming
Do I-
from, like,
Does
forward.
Noah never get hit by a crab?
Do I take more damage for being thrown as a crab?
I mean, have
That's
you
what I
ever
was
seen,
gonna
like,
ask.
have you ever thrown a spider?
can I try to catch Reverence?
I mean, if she comes towards him, Merritt might, but like, I don't know. I don't know the.
The crab smacks his face and just falls to the floor.
Great. She immediately goes for his fucking ankles. Snips
But
he honestly doesn't care.
She pinches your toes.
there,
He's
Doesn't
got
find him in your boot.
boots.
She pinches the boots. She's going for the. She starts trying to climb you.
these two people, upon seeing, what is it, like the eight of you, and the owl bear that is now like trying to declaw itself from the fucking cable car, and just like screaming sadly, like,
Oh.
they both kind of take out their weapons at the ready and are like, who are you people?
As I was comparing this manic.
No,
cuts
it
like
says, sorry, don't worry, we're not here to try and fight. We're
Merritt.
sorry
put
for
on
the
his-
loud interruption.
Reverence is hanging on to Noah's fucking coat.
Merritt had like scrambled and put his hat back on. All the flowers are like wild by this point, just deflowered in his hat. Yeah, it's dead. They're gone. Just with all this happening, he just like removes the hat, just sort of gestures around and goes, "We're just sort of passing through. Sorry about the mess."
Bless this mess.
One of them points a sword at you and says, people don't pass through here. Who are you? What's happening? Go. They turn to someone that you can't see further away and say, go get help.
We're from a long ways away, and rather than be reasonable and take some sort of a boat or something, we thought we'd pass through the rest of the cities. And the mayor looks over at the cart and goes, "That went so well after Solus. That one, the previous one. It's been a long night. I am sorry."
You're not. Oh,
Most of us are all the way from Tenum. The others have no interest in politics, as far as I'm aware. We mean no harm. Just a bit of unforeseen destruction.
The second one just kind of turns to this one who's pointing the sword at you, and kind of leans in and just goes, "They're tourists?"
Do I hear that, or is it just?
I mean, they're not like, it's like a stage whisper essentially.
Because you got it. Just like points at him. You got it.
We're just fucking crazy tourists. That's it.
We're
Make a
really
persuasion
crazy
roll.
tourists
Merit.
that chaos just so happens to follow in our path, so we'll try to get out of your hair as soon as possible.
Do I get advantage to where it's a normal roll with Noah talking alongside?
No, you get disadvantage.
Advantage. I had to ask. Hey, that's not bad.
They seem tense and suspicious still, but they kind of lower their sword and gesture to all of you and say, "Come with us. We're gonna take you to Hethra."
Yeah, okay. Is Lilith? She? Oh, honey.
No, Nora, first of all, stopped Reverence in her tracks.
She pinching.
Clack,
Clack,
clack. Should I
Hands
take
over
my
to-
friend?
Yes, please.
He holds her.
I'll
She
be
fucking
damned if
pinches
she
Merritt,
gets to my
too.
hair.
Yeah.
At this point, Star kind of like
How's it
crawls
going?
out of the car, like holding her head, like, "Oh my god!" And Peric just walks out, like, "Ah, this is fine."
Noah goes and helps his baby.
Yeah,
Get
the car is
declawed.
like wobbling back and forth as she's like trying to pull her across her.
Oh,
Sweet pea. As this happens,
Poor
the
girl.
guards say we need to take you to Heather. Where it's just like, please hold for the owlbear. She's important.
Why
Oh,
do
he's
you
getting
have
pinched.
an owl bear?
She's is good.
She travels with Noah.
as this is going on, you can just hear Noah saying, "I'm so sorry, my baby."
Yeah.
I'll give you a treat after this.
God. Lilith detaches.
Yeah, you kind of shove Lilith out of the cart, and she's very happy to be out, and immediately has to take a shit in the sand.
Yep.
Correct.
He's just like, "Please hold."
And
Stuff.
Hmm?
Nora's gonna pick up all his stuff.
yeah, that's fine. And two more people appear behind them, these two, and they kind of like stop and explain, like, "Oh, this is really weird."
Yeah. As the two others join, Merrick just waves.
They
And
give you
absolutely
weird
mad.
looks.
God. His
And
hair is slightly turning green again, also, probably. Or at least at the tips. Not the tips, the roots.
yeah.
I only just realized that this and Merritt may not even be keeping track by this point. It's fun. Merritt puts Reverence in his hat as a guard.
She fucking pinches your head.
No, I mean he's holding it like in his hand and puts you in the part where his head would go. He's holding it upside down.
She's reaching her dumb crab hands up at you and snapping them furiously.
It wasn't my fault.
She's not
Neither was
smarter.
Neither was the crab. Like, here's the. Did we? We talked about it. Does Merritt speak crab? I think we determined
Yeah, you
maybe
speak
not.
crab.
So, just here's this litany of curse words.
Yeah, all you hear is just like she says fuck a whole lot, and there's something about horns and crab and I'll kill you. That comes up.
It's literally that. That's what you hear. It's straight up. There's no in betweens. Fuck, 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 fuck you horns.
Fuck you, my horns, I'll kill you, I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you, fuck.
I'd rather you didn't.
She just
Merritt-
screams.
Merritt flops over one of the brim, one side of the brim of the hat to just sort of
Nighttime.
half cover it. Yeah,
Muffled screaming.
yeah, that's more what he's going for.
Muffled, tiny screaming.
Muffled crab screams.
My
So
favorite
yeah.
is the guards have no context to why he's talking to this crab, and it's just click, click, click.
Lilith
So yeah.
finishes doing her business and climbs up onto the station with you, Noah, and you all gather. And Nora, you get all of your belongings. You all get all of your belongings from the
Yeah, I assume we don't make any really sudden movements to scare these guards some more.
Yeah, I mean, they let you get your stuff from the car and, like, kind of give you, like, looks and make sure you're not like, I'm pulling out my weapon.
Yeah, I mean, we do have our weapons, but most of them are pretty visible, and none of us are going for them. We're just like, we're here, pal.
Yeah. And they know, like, you're not gonna run away. This is the desert.
Yeah. We out here, bro.
And once you've all sort of gathered your stuff, they're like, "Come on, let's go." And kind of two in the front, two in the back, escort you through into the city, which is quite a sight once you enter it.
Oh,
Oh.
So once you actually leave the train station, there is no buildings in here. There's rubble of some, but it's flattened pretty much. There are like the signs of foundations of buildings and a few small ones here and there, but for the most part, it's tents as far as the eye can see. Um,
a literal tent city.
yeah. And it's just this huge, like, flat, I guess, kind of campsite, and it is brimming with people. Everyone seems fairly happy and like doing their own business. They give you looks as you all enter, like, "Oh, who the fuck are you?"
Where it just nods. Just like, hi. Hi.
But
Oh,
these
boy.
don't seem like people who are necessarily dying or even distressed. Like there's something the most noticeable thing that's the only real structure still standing are these spokes that are radiating out of the center of the city, which are aqueducts and giving city water through the entire city. And
It's a wheel of fortune.
I'm
sorry.
You fucking KR, you have to stop before Delta just like stops.
How many pieces do you think are on the wheel of fortune?
Well, no, it's like these really colorful ones are the better ones, and then these others are not as good. It's just sand. You get a bucket of sand. Anyway,
Okay.
Oh my god.
it's just. Anyway. It's Pac-Man!
Uh-huh.
Delta's gonna kill Mary and then come to your house and kill you.
That's okay.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, you see these colorful tents in all directions, and this is like all different kinds of people as well. Like there's children, there's old people, there's all different races, and they give you weird looks, but don't seem necessarily bothered by your presence here, and they all seem to be doing their own things and like living their own lives. And these people escort you towards the large center of the city, which is a huge base that the tree is sitting on. And the city actually sort of slowly inclines towards this. So you're actually kind of walking uphill the whole time.
Huh.
And
I'm so tired.
Oh, never mind.
As you-
Reverend's a crab. No big deal.
Well, you're still an exhausted crab.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
she's being carried, so
You're welcome.
she's still snipping.
You're still
as you
being held.
climb higher, you can see that like below on this broken part of the city is actually sort of farmland, and like these patches of darker earth are being used to grow crops that are probably feeding these people, because you don't think that anyone's getting in or out of this place.
Besides us.
Besides the people who just hijacked a broken cart for 10 hours.
Yeah, aside from us.
And you're led up to the center of the city, and as you kind of get onto this larger platform, it's very busy here. It's almost it's very literally and I guess metaphysically, I don't know if I'm using that word right, I'm gonna go with it, the center of the city, like
Metaphorically.
there, that'll work.
That's the one you wanted.
Yeah. People are like trading and bartering and like giving out things and that sort of thing. It's really like the place where people come together and exchange. And in the very center is where the trunk of the tree lies, and you can see that there's a sort of doorway carved out of it, and through it is a large room, and there's a couple people who are going in and out, but not as many as are around you. And these 4 people lead you into this room, and in this room is it's fairly large. It's like kind of a banquet hall, a cafeteria size, roughly. Like it's a large room, and there's a large round table in the middle, and around this table are a couple of people, but 2 really stick out. One of them is this woman,
Beautiful. Stunning.
and
That has to be water Ganassi. Huh? Sorry. Anyway.
she is very short, about halfling sized, and actually is on top of the table.
I cherish her.
But her hair seems to just float in the air as if it was underwater, and she almost has this reflection of water over her. And she's sort of talking with these other people. And the other one is Rizlon.
What?
Huh?
Reverence just
He
fucking
got here before. Of course he
puts her
did.
head. She just puts her head in her hands. Nope, she's a crab. Never mind, I forgot.
She's in a hat.
She is a crab.
She can't.
Weird question, Delta. Does Penn recognize Heathera?
No.
Okay, continue.
Quick thing to placate my mom, who just came in. She's working late shifts again now.
Hi, Mom.
She tried to say hello, but I kept muting it because I didn't want her yelling in the middle of every time.
Hi,
But-
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Now that we've reached a brief break, they say hi. I let them know. She like walked away sad, and I'm like, well, hold on. Okay. She said hi back. Anyway. All right, what's this motherfucker doing?
Penn excitedly waves to
what does-
Rizlon.
Rizlon doesn't seem to have noticed you at all.
Fuck.
So far. They are both busy with something laid out on the table. And these 4 lead you in. I guess let me change the music.
Please.
This is way too dramatic.
Yeah.
These 4 people lead you into the room and sort of call out, Heathera, we found these people. There was a cable car. I don't know how they got here.
Penn is
I wanna
still
be
waving
uncrabbed.
at Rizlon.
I want to be uncrabbed so bad.
No waves.
Please uncrab me.
Merritt just dumps his hat out.
Uncrabbed.
Okay, dude, where did you jump?
Just like to
Please
the
stay on
side
the
of
table.
Merritt.
Damn it.
Um,
Reference is just in a fucking heap on the floor. She's yelling again. She didn't stop, and then she's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you?" What? And now she puts her head in her hands.
Heathera and Rizlon both look at you, and Rizlon just kind of pauses and like
Merritt
doesn't
stares
say anything
right at
for a
Rizlon.
moment.
Merritt's staring right at Rizlon and goes, "Hello, you beautiful bastard."
Reference just goes, "How did you get here? We had to do a lot of shit to get here."
Reverence, are you really surprised?
No.
There you go. Nice to see you again, Rizla.
Heathera looks at you, all of you, for a few moments before looking at Rizlon, and Rizlon just kind of goes, "They're friends of mine?"
We just blew his cover.
And Heathera just kind of like raises an eyebrow and then nods and to you all. And Rizlon kind of half waves and seems very confused at your presence.
we're like half of us are like sliced to shit. We got 3 new one new friend.
Oh yeah,
He
Reverence
knew
looks
Thorn
like
and Star.
hell.
She looks like hell. The flowers of Merritt's hat are all gone. And he's just sort of stopped wearing it because he's like, I'm not even gonna bother. He's just holding it in his hand. His vest is askew.
And Heather walks over to you, and Heather is easily the most like nicely dressed person here.
We all look like shit. That's no surprise.
She's in like a full suit and like
Oh shit.
is very well maintained and clean, and kind of very noticeably when she gets closer, she smells like the ocean.
What a ganassi. Merritt doesn't know that, but I do.
She looks at all of you. What is... How did you get... Who are you?
Travelers out that side. I failed to remember the common word. We commandeered a cart from Vasilis.
Reverence goes, that's one way to fucking put it.
Yeah, we just sort of made our way to that side of the city and then ran like hell of a sort. Carted like hell? Sure.
Something from hell.
And we didn't have a breaking plan planned, and we sort of crashed into the train station over there.
And she turns to the 4 who led you in and just says, "Go make sure there's no one else." And they're like, "Yes, sir." And they just go. And Rizlan sort of quietly makes his way around the table over to your side, and Heather returns back to you and says, "You are friends of Rizlan."
Yes.
We both came a long way. Yeah, he's a friend. When you left, were you making your way just directly to here? He says, looking at Rizlan.
Rizlan, and Heather returns to Rizlan. Like, oh, okay, yes, how are you? How did you do this?
Pen points at
Merrick
Eric.
just- Yeah, we all point at
magic.
We made a new friend.
Peric waves.
They were a student of my father, so he was apparently missing to them as well, and they wanted to know where he's gone as well, so they've joined us, and we made a break for it.
What?
What? Shit!
I saw a mouse.
Oh my god!
It came up the side of the chair and looked at me for a sec. And then it went back down.
You have mice?
I guess. Now.
Are you sure one of your sugar gliders didn't escape?
Mogwai will get it.
Oh my god, get it. Oh my god. That is unnerving.
I'm sorry, but I'm so glad that was caught on recording.
Yeah, I bet you did it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
Oh,
sorry I,
Sorry,
got
no.
shit myself there.
It's fine.
Oh,
God.
amazing podcast television.
Quality
Now I
content.
know it's just around here somewhere around my fucking recliner.
He's
Don't
chilling.
like
Just chilling.
That's a problem for later, you.
Thanks. It's probably for me in about an hour and a half.
While we're here, can we take a break for a second? I gotta get my cat is medicine.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah.
Cool
use the
bean.
restroom.
As we're just yelling at Ruslan.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I
I'll take a
forgot
brief
my
break.
water in the living room, so I'm gonna run and
You
go
should
get that.
But what? I just heard Delta yell.
Yeah, I heard him in the distance on your end too. He's loud.
He is.
I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
The wall's just really thin. There's two of them.
Huh?
I heard you yell.
I
Water.
yelled very loud.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What's up?
I'm so happy, Delta.
Yeah?
I love him so much.
Rizlan?
Yeah, just so much.
He's back. Better than ever.
Is he?
The same as ever.
Unchanging.
Stoic. So yeah. You guys having fun?
I am
Yeah.
now. Look at these two.
Oh, you weren't before.
Anyways.
What?
Does this one have a jewel in their eye too?
You'll just have to wait and find out. What is this?
My God.
It's really good. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I know you wanted this chair, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord Jesus.
Lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid for Chance.
God, me too.
Yeah. That was rough.
Oh god, I hear it.
God.
Chair.
This is too live. I don't like this.
Hey, hobo, what's good?
What the
Maybe not.
Maybe not? Maybe you don't?
Maybe not. I think it was just stuff falling from, like, in the chair.
I'm so afraid.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Yes! That's very good!
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
god.
back.
Welcome back.
good?
That's amazing. I love it.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is good. This is a good image.
Arrested for wanting to
When you
talk to you, Grimes.
Good. Good shit.
God, I opened pinned messages back up and I forgot Sunday, baby. Just let that bird sleep.
It's gonna be us.
It's gonna be us tomorrow.
Always is.
Always is.
Just let that bird sleep.
Just let that bird sleep.
Alright. We
I'm
we
ready to yell at my
mostly
boyfriend.
good?
Pretty sure I'm good. I hopefully won't get assaulted again.
By a mouse?
By this tiny mouse.
This mouse assaulted
It's
you?
actually kind of cute.
Are you gonna press
I mean,
It
charges?
just.
I mean, they can at least
I
be
might have
charged
to.
with breaking and entering. Like,
For sure, for sure.
Charge it for getting all up in my kitchen and eating all my shit. That's what it was doing before, and now it's migrated to my room, I guess. So that's cool. There's not even anything in here. But you know,
oh, goodness.
Friends.
friends.
You, and then you have your.
This mouse is just buddy with my gliders.
That's what it is.
Let
It's
them
trying to
be
break
free!
free. Oh, sidebar, I never mentioned it, but the grading of them on their wheels was very good while we were on the cart.
That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
1,000 sugar gliders.
There it is. It's still haunting us.
Yep.
God, set them
Man,
free.
now I just keep imagining them making an escape plan with this mouse now. He's gonna set him free.
They want to be free.
God.
My
Alright, we're
siblings.
good.
Why are you in there? Why have they captured you? Let us out.
Set my people free.
It is time.
It is time, my brothers and sisters.
The blood will run.
The river of red will flow from this stupid human.
They're nocturnal, they're gonna kill you in your sleep.
I like how he turned into the brain.
God, okay.
Alright.
Time to yell at
D&D.
Rizlan.
I'm not gonna yell at him. Just, you
Just
know.
hey, what the fuck?
Huh? How'd you. What?
Just totally blow his cover.
hope
mean,
he didn't
here's
have
the
any
thing.
Cover.
Do we
They seem to
know?
be friends.
She did call him Rizlan, so that's a
Well, yeah.
that's
But
a good
like,
thing.
he could show
That
up
is
as
a good thing.
Rizlan, but then like in a different context.
What if it's not Rizlan?
Stop! I already thought of that and it freaked me out, so I don't want to go back there right now.
You know, like rather than Rizlan, the guy from the Horntail, it's Rizlan.
What if there's been
This
more than
help
one
with the
Rizlan this whole
revolution.
time?
Oh my god,
It's
don't,
just a
let's
you
not
don't.
do this.
We can
You
handle
We
it.
need
can't
Rizlan.
do this.
There's a Rizlan for every continent.
Stop.
I'm terrified.
I mean, there are.
Which
other
one am I
changelings.
dating?
The
We don't
10 and
know.
1.
The terrifying thing is that second face we saw was the real one.
The second one.
Don't you ever dare say that again.
Oh god. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta stop talking.
Okay, we were talking about something and I don't remember what it was.
He asked how we got here, and we just gestured at Peric, and Merritt said, "Oh yeah, we made a friend. This friend was a student of my dad's, and they helped get us here. We took a cart and went, and that's I think we're about where we braked." Just gesturing at Peric.
Heathera and Rizlan just kind of look at each other for a moment, and then look back at you, all of you, and Heathera says, "You realize being here makes you a part of the revolution, and now criminals, right?"
We're already criminals.
No, I'm talking international. Your face everywhere.
I mean, we weren't. Well,
Reverence does.
Oh,
go
we're just passing through.
quickly at that.
we are just passing through.
There's no passing through here.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
You won't come
Wait.
out the other. You don't understand.
We could take another cart.
There's no more carts.
No?
No.
Is there a solution for that, Peric?
Bear kind of looks at you all. I can fly.
Yeah, I mean, I can fly for about two hours. No, not 2 hours.
If we level grind, I can fly.
Is there a dungeon nearby?
Do you need any work done?
Y'all got a skeleton problem?
Hey, where's a couple bounties?
You know how there's that one character that like gently breaks the fourth wall and people, other characters skip over it? That's what I'm seeing right now. Pin says that in canon and we don't even acknowledge.
Rizlam just kind of like puts a hand to his mask, like a face palm, and just goes, well, I can get you all an airship. That's not a problem, and send you home.
Well,
What are you doing here?
Reverence points
Well,
at Merritt.
we didn't come this far just to come this far. Where we were passing through. He's exhausted. He doesn't give a shit. We were passing through because we realized, thanks to Barrick, Valeron's been looking into the ley lines, and we were like, oh, well, we can just, go to the next city with a ley line thing happening. But we were concerned about having to circle back and, try to take a boat or something. And so we were like, well, what if we just continue on by train? Then we realized the train was not going this way, and we were like, well, let's just take the train anyway. Kind of.
Yeah, also, here's the thing. When we started to hear about the revolution, no one would actually tell us any kind of fucking details
That's
about
also
the revolution.
true.
We did not realize it was an international fucking threat!
We met some racists who were children.
With masks, and one of them was taken in, and
That
then
was
the
a
other
rough
two just sort
time.
of jumped off?
Yeah.
Just sort of jumped off.
That was a rough day.
Yeah. And then Nor punched that guard because
Which
we wanted to
now
talk to the one that was taken into
Don't tell his mom
custody.
about all this.
You didn't already tell him? You texted him a lot, don't
absolutely
you?
did.
Yeah. So see, don't berate me.
The more you're all talking, Rizlan
I
is
like
like
birds.
covering his face with hands.
In any case, yeah, we don't know.
Pen is slowly
anything.
moving up to hold Rislan's hand.
Oh!
Look,
So then,
here's
I'm
the
just
thing.
Understand
Bottom
what the
line,
revolution was. It's too much silence from.
yeah, we're very uninformed. We did realize
Uh,
it was not a smart idea to come here.
We
But curiosity got the better of us because we didn't know
I mean, not
anything.
We're
King
stupid
Emperor.
as fuck, and I got my
That one.
horn stuck in a pillar because of it. So, look, I just do what Merritt wants.
I deeply appreciate it. Well, you snapping me when I said please don't. That's neither here nor there. Now. Merritt's eyes are slightly drooping. It's been a long trip. Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Noah, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Now that the
Oh,
strangers heard
Reverend.
all of our life stories,
Yeah, she's even heard Merritt talk about Dad Brett. God.
Heather kind of just like furrows her brow and closes her eye for a moment before looking back at you and says, this is a lot.
Yeah,
We're alive.
Yeah.
take your
I'm
time.
very sorry. Yeah, all the
I
time you need.
started out from home thinking, yeah, this is fine, and then discovered Aleron is maybe somewhere on this continent, and then he's maybe not. So I'm just sort of looking around the entire continent because fuck it, I'm here already. And Everyone
There it
has
is
come
in-
with me.
There it is in full info dump mode.
This is what happens when he's honestly exhausted. He doesn't give a shit. Just like gently wobbling. You know how like when you're tired, you sort of just you're tired or drunk, you just wobble. Yeah, he's he's doing that a little bit.
Heathera sort of nods, not even vaguely, fully comprehending what you're speaking about, and she says, I suppose I'm late to the introduction. I am Heathera Cordain, the leader of this place.
Yeah, they did say bring us to Heather. I thought about it. Sorry to crash the international rebellion party.
It's okay, I guess. I somehow Rizlan, also a leader of this rebellion. Really? Who are? Okay.
Reverence is looking at Rizlan with her eyebrows way up in the air.
Okay,
No,
briefly cut out. She
Yeah,
said Rizlan was also a leader of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mary immediately looks at Rizlan and goes, "Well, fuck, you've been busy anyway, huh?"
Frizlon, what the fuck?
It's listen.
I'm listening intently.
Like, do you think we would, like, tell someone?
Why would I tell? Why would I tell someone?
No.
Why
I'm
would we
saying,
tell
why
anyone
why
if you
would
told
we
us?
say anything? Why didn't you, I don't know, let us know?
Mary turns to Heather and goes, he left a couple cities ago. We were on the same boat. I think I mentioned that already. He's been a friend.
He's
of
an old
ours.
friend. He went on a hunt with us a couple months ago, and I got tired. He's got the worst farts.
Palmer just punched him a bunch. It was weird, man.
I mean, at least Merritt hasn't said anything about the horned hell. That's,
Also, he's totally dating this one, so that's
Okay. Well,
I mean, just pants.
no.
Reverence has specifically not said anything like that. So.
Pen is holding his hand though, fully for like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's letting you.
Good.
Bless.
Rizlan says, I wasn't expecting you to. This isn't Rizlan's voice.
Yeah, find him. Find him,
As soon as he
Delta.
says that, Noah says, just waltz right in.
Essentially, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting you all to, I guess, travel from city to city, doing whatever you're doing.
You should have.
You should have.
I guess. I really wasn't expecting you all to travel directly into the heart of the coup against the Emperor.
Look, Rizlan, you got to understand one thing. As soon as you
We are-
left, we were all a bunch of lost puppies that did not know a single thing of what to do, so we just looked forward and walked.
He just looks at Star, and Star's just like, please,
Don't blame her. She was doing
Don't
her
blame
best.
We
She
did a lot
tried.
of stuff. This being one of the things.
I mean, granted, I was wondering the nature of this revolution. Your face, your mask, being here is more. What's the word I'm looking for? Not calming. Reassuring. That it's. It has a strong purpose and maybe a good one. Granted, I don't know if I trust an emperor that just sort of flattens cities. If
It's
it even
not.
was
It's,
him.
it's very complicated.
Oh yeah, that is politics. I'm not even good at the politics in
I can
land.
explain.
Please do.
I can.
That's such a
Heather,
lovely
you'll
sound.
have to excuse me. I have to go baby my friends.
Merritt just slowly smiles again.
Mervyn frowns.
Heather gives him a look and nods and says,
Go.
Very well. They can. Yeah, fuck it. And just kind of turns around.
She leaves. Merritt goes, lead the revolution! Except in this weird half, you hear revolution, but he says it in the rest in Sylvan.
Rizal just
So-
kind
so,
of
like,
grabs
the
your
revolution-
shoulders, Marion, and walking you out of the room.
Oh, we've embarrassed him in front of his friends.
As the rest of the
Well, we
sky-
are embarrassing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get worse. Or, wait a minute, it does get worse. Because we're exhausted. It's
Also,
already extra super.
Homeboy does not read references text because he would have known they were coming.
Yeah!
I've already told you, none of your texts have been read.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot.
raid
there's
receipt
receipts.
is gone. Let's read that out.
She is gonna passive aggressively say something about that.
Merritt looks to Rizla and just goes, it was a very loud trip. We couldn't sleep the entire time. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm exhausted.
Oh no, it's very evident.
Merritt just sort of haphazardly puts his hat back on. It's slightly crooked.
Come along, children.
Baby chain! Everyone hold hands.
Reverence is not baby chain.
Merritt still holds your hand.
Yeah. Brizlon sort of leads you out into the city again, and people give him waves and, like, know who he is. And he kind of, like, very briskly acknowledges them as he pushes you through the streets. And, he leads you to a tent further, outside of the main central part of the city that, just really reeks of Rizlon.
Yeah.
I mean, that in style.
I mean, the rest of us have not been in his room.
You see how he dresses?
You've been near Rizlon.
So it's red and gold and has scarves.
And it's red and gold and very gaudy and out there. Eccentric.
I just love him.
And it's fairly large. It's easily it's like the size of a normal, like, bedroom kind of. So you can all fit in, but it's tight because there's a lot of you.
Also Lilith, who sits in the middle, I guess.
Nervins was a nice place you got here.
Sure. Hello.
Hi. And then Merritt just sort of sits down somewhere, just anywhere in the tent.
He just, like, pats your head.
Noah goes, hi, Rizlan. I would like to apologize.
You're
Just in
fine.
general.
No,
But,
you're... It's fine. It's really my fault. It's fine. I did
Is
leave
it that
you
we're
in
all a bunch of
company-
irresponsible fucks?
I left you in the company of strangers in a strange country. I'm at some fault here.
You also, Reverence, you said you sent him things. So
yeah, if
that's
you had
on
read
you.
my text, you would know we were coming. Just saying.
I don't have my cell phone with me.
Where
Where did you put it?
I don't
I
have.
just got those.
I put it away so I couldn't be followed.
How would you be followed?
Does that happen?
Give me your things.
Merritt
Reverend?
frowns.
No.
How many of things?
Your smarts, your eye stones, your things.
Oh, okay. She gives them.
Merritt, like, frowns at him for a long moment and then sort of takes it out from his vest and hands it to Rizlan.
Yep,
But my
none
snake
of it.
game.
I'm the world champion.
How am I supposed to stay top of the leaderboards like this?
And
Pen hands over their stone.
there's not even a network
unfortunately.
for the snake thing, right? Like, it's just they're playing against themselves.
Yeah.
But they're getting really good at it.
Rizlan takes all your smart stones and then opens Hector's mouth and shoves them in there.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
That's
gonna be all
reasonable.
goofy.
And Hector is not pleased about this. Hector kind of goes. But Rizlan doesn't seem to really care and kind of just wipes the drool on his coat and turns back to the rest of you. How, are you?
very
Tired
Tired.
and confused.
There was
Tired.
wind blowing all the way around because one of the doors wouldn't close.
I got
The
stuck
whole
in a
thing
pillar.
rattled. We crashed it, and these
And
two.
then turned into
Guys,
a
I
crowd.
think he
We'll
gets
talk
it.
about that later, Pen.
Okay, I think you should all go to sleep, and we can talk about it whenever you wake up.
Okay.
Okay. Vermin lays down wherever the fuck she's sitting.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I missed you.
I missed you all.
Sorry we crashed your revolution party.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. It's great, and he gives you both 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that was such a lie.
It's all right. I'm glad you're
So-
all not dead somewhere. I guess this is better than that.
Being stuck, it hurt very. I'm actually in a very bad state right now.
Yeah, you are a cleric. Oh,
You are right.
you good?
Yeah, it got real rough. I could not hear anything.
Mm.
I could hear snippets.
However, being smashed into a pillar does not do wonders for the brain.
Go to sleep, Reverence.
Okay. She closes her eyes.
Is everyone gonna go to sleep?
He doesn't have a bed in here, right? It's just like another pile of pillows.
It's a pile of pillows, yeah.
Good.
All right.
Slumber
Yeah, we're all
party.
just gonna sleep in his room.
Not
Yeah.
fucked out.
Are Peric, Star, and Thorn here too, taking naps with us?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Thorn is actually okay, but he
Yeah.
does take a nap.
Good.
Sleepy boy.
Good boy.
And Star is like already like, I don't know if I can, and already like falling asleep, like curling up in a pillow. I don't know if I can sleep. And Peric's just like, yeah, I could sleep, and just fucking sits down and passes the fuck out. So yeah, everyone takes a fucking long rest.
Take a fucking nap, babes. -1 exhaustion.
Take the exhaustion off, gives your hit points back.
Oh god, it's back again!
What? The fucking equipped exhaustion?
Yes! I put it down to 0, and it's like you have 0 exhaustion in the bottom of your inventory again. Outlined in red. What the fuck? Get out of
Oh.
here!
Are you over encumbered?
Maybe?
Hold
I,
on.
I have not
I bet
kept...
you're over encumbered.
I mean,
So
I
I
already
can
deleted
turn
the red.
that off. Because that shouldn't be on.
Yeah, there it goes. I thought it was already off, which is why I was so confused.
Yeah. I think it turned back on when the sheets updated.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So yeah, you all take a long rest and are now nocturnal because you're gonna wake up in the evening.
Yeah.
And you wake up and it's clearly like dark now. The light is much dimmer and you can tell there's like torch light. There's just one lantern in this tent, and Rizlon has not entirely abandoned you all. um, there is a small like pop-up desk in this tent and like a stool, and that's the only piece of furniture. Like there's the pile of pillows that he sleeps on, and he's sitting at the stool and kind of like very softly playing a lute
Oh.
when you start to wake up.
Good morning. Evening. Good evening.
Yes.
Anything important happen on the revolution front that we should worry about?
Well, you're here.
We are.
Nothing has necessarily changed, if that's what you're asking.
Uh,
That was such like a bitchy. I see.
Are you going to tell us about the revolution now?
I suppose I should.
Yes, how did you become a leader of the revolution?
And
Maybe
what
we should
is
start
it?
from the beginning of what the fuck it is. Because we're not even clued
happening?
as to what the fuck is even going on.
Yeah, Frizzlon puts the loot down.
Merritt digs through his stuff and pulls that big ass Secco book back out and finds that page and just sort of plonks it down. Just like the page where the Emperor is pictured, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And just like points at it and goes, this one is essentially missing, and that's at least a part of the problem. Yes.
Sort of. Well, essentially, Emperor, well, his name is Melees, but he also goes by Bedouin. It's a title, I believe. It's complicated. Emperor Bedouin is easier to remember. Sometimes, whatever. Call him whatever. Emperor.
That guy.
That guy. He has been in charge for a very long time, and recently, essentially, we're not sure if he's still alive.
From what I could glean from this, he looks not really a elven, not anyone who would live as long as he seems to have. It's a
Oh.
very strange thing.
I don't know. I don't know what he is. I don't believe he's human, but I don't.
Or at
He
least
just like shakes his hand, his head.
at least not merely human.
Yeah, I've never been in the room to ask. He's, as far as I've always known, and as many people have always known, has been rather kind and invested ruler, and as of recent years, security and military have been on the rise, and his words have been slower and slower to come to the public ear until recently, where they're just nothing. And it's highly suspected that someone else is in office right now, and either the Emperor is dead or somehow incapacitated. But the his palace is too,
Guarded.
well, yes, shut off to really ever know at the current moment. Which is why I'm here.
Out so far from the guild.
I'm a bit of a celebrity.
Reverence has her hands folded under her chin, like, mm-hmm.
My talents are known for what they are, and I know where they can be of use.
So you started that. You decided that's help a revolution.
Perhaps. It also may help when you have some friends in need of help.
Get some personal stake then as well.
Perhaps. I hop around. Margrave's guild is a special corner of the world that's easily called home, but I travel.
Alright.
So why didn't you tell us?
That I'm the leader of a revolution against the government.
Yeah. You say that like it's
Getting this
something that
land
means
ourselves.
anything to any of us.
Because it means a lot to other people, and I didn't really want it to be on anyone's loose lips.
I mean, true, but I'm more. You didn't have to tell us that you were the leader. It just kind of would have been nice to know that, hey, this was going on.
That's fair.
Kind of expected us to just stay out in the outer rims, could you?
Well, I wasn't expecting, I guess, city by city travel, but again, I suppose it is my fault.
Well, it is what it is. We're here now, and nothing we can really do about that.
Yes.
So, what's the plan ahead?
Oh, well, I mean, are you all just leaving, I suppose, is your plan.
I guess? I don't know.
How closed off is the main capital to travelers?
The capital is open itself. It's well, why did you come here?
As I had said, we wondered what was beyond in the ruined city. And, well,
Also, does Noah remember where the ley lines were?
I think
the
we
city
all
past
do.
this one has a ley
Yeah.
line.
Okay.
Does it?
Yeah. So we were traveling through this one to get to the next one.
Yeah. From what we have gathered, Eleron had an interest in the ley lines, as Merritt said before, and the next city over has another ley line, and so we were trying to pass through here to get to there, hoping to find information.
And the huge government blockade didn't stop you.
Did you think it would?
No, I'm just
Did you-
amused.
Have you met us?
I have.
We are an unstoppable force.
If there's something in the way, the only thing we want to do is get it out of the way.
I figured we're passers-by. We could at least skim our way through that, if not some form of stealth, perhaps. But
So why were those kids wearing racist masks?
that's a good question.
They were probably wearing masks to
For
identify
identity, yeah.
Did they
and
have
to
to be
not
racist,
have their
though?
face showing because they're criminals.
Because if they weren't racist, then I wouldn't have tried to punch them. They were children.
Yeah.
Should have been
Kids were
availability.
wearing racist masks.
They were
Yeah,
very
on the
racist.
train between the last two towns, they were saying
They were-
something about "Viva la Revolution" or whatever. And,
They came in to the cart with very character masks, an elf,
They were
a
nasty.
half-orc, tiefling, and they were very bad, and all of us got very uncomfortable. And as you know, when some of us get uncomfortable, we fight.
You
You
get
can
uppity.
say my name. It's okay.
Well,
I started it.
you
Preference hit a
especially.
kid.
I did, and I didn't know they were a kid, and I got really uncomfortable very quickly as soon as I got the mask off. I did stop hitting. Well, kind of. I'm gonna.
I
stop.
wasn't any part of this. I was in another cart, so.
I had recently gone to get the authorities because I didn't know. I didn't want to make it too much of a scene, but also it really tugged at me the wrong way. They took one into custody in the last city, and the other two just sort of jumped off the city, or jumped off
Oh, they
the
sure
cart,
fucking did.
just into the desert. We know not where, we know not when. We know they said something about a revolution, and that they were incredibly young. I mean, not
Oh,
Something you will never douse the flames of the revolution. Something.
and that was the only indication we had that there was, or it was the first one at least, that anything was going on at all.
that's okay. I don't know what that is. It sounds terrible, and it's not at all really related. I don't.
There are multiple revolutions.
No, no. It sounds like some kids were being shitty on a train.
Well,
Reverence looks strange.
they might have learned their lesson then.
I wish you wouldn't say that.
Two of them did jump off a train into the
I wish-
desert.
You wouldn't
No,
talk about that.
I will be telling Heather this. They might be here. It's very possible.
How did you get here?
That's not important.
I mean, it is. I'm very curious.
I mean,
You don't have to tell us the specifics if you're so concerned about loose lips.
I can plug Pen's ears. Reverence puts her hand around his ears.
Rude.
She's covering Pen's ears and looking
Oh my
expectantly at
God.
Rizwan.
listen, I have connections in many places.
This is nothing new.
Mhm. That's it. That's all you're getting.
Okay.
You are no fun. She uncovers Pen's ears.
There, sort of like looks off into the distance, sort of thinking, and then goes, "Are there tunnels all the way out here? Anyway.
If you're looking for the ley lines, Renlin might be. It's close, but it might be difficult to get into as well. There's no way, really, easy way, at least, in and out of this city.
Well, we accomplished the inn, so
Again, it's much easier getting in than out. Renlin is not like this place. They do crack down on anyone.
I mean,
Didn't they do the same in the city behind us? Can't remember.
yeah, I mean, they still searched us. Well, they searched us for the academy thing, actually. But it's an academy.
Gladia is different. They just sort of blocked it off and ignored it. Renlin, it is not Gladia, Violus. You're in Gladia. Renlin is. It's half an active war zone almost.
Oh,
Sounds fun.
It's not. It's.
I was being sarcastic, really.
Yes, I can tell, but it's not. I cannot stress enough. I can assist if you wish.
How would we even learn anything there? What's the city's
Well-
deal? Exactly.
beyond the ley line. Sure.
Because
In the image I had found of Aleron, Rizlan, you were not there. I found a book that could show you the face of anyone you named. It was a good time.
Oh,
Yeah, and lo and behold, my father's alive. He was somewhere candlelit in a cave or some sort of bricked building. Well, not a cave, but somewhere underground, somewhere darker. Couldn't suss out any other details beyond he is in fact alive and, well, younger than a human should be at this point, but he looked near exactly the same as last I saw him, which was many years ago.
that sounds very concerning.
Yeah, one thing at a time, though. Find him first, and then ask what the hell.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
It wouldn't necessarily surprise me if there was something he was looking for in an active battleground, but I have no way of searching or knowing exactly. Well, not unless we're actually in there and start trying to locate him, which
sounds like a terrible idea.
yeah.
be going into the hornet's nest, but given, for all
He
we
was-
know, that's what we need to do. We're kind of going around somewhat blind.
Very blind,
Very
actually.
blind. Yeah.
Could finally
We
put
know the
some star
gist of
skill to use.
general
in
area of his
divination.
situation. Doesn't look great.
Well, I can tell you, past Renlin is peace. It's just as easy to travel through there as it was when you entered this country. It's really just these three cities.
Just in the middle of peace, these three.
Yeah, it's much quieter. Any resistance outside.
Well, at the very least, there's another city beyond Rinland that had another one that had ley lines. It
Two
was
Another two,
Two
so
more?
there's 4 ley lines.
yeah, two. Okay, so there's Rinland, and then one, and then the one at the very edge of the coast was where Peric last got any sort of message to him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we could make our way to either one of those, really. If we don't want to worry about a war zone. I still worry, but I've never seen war and I don't care to.
But then we're kind of up shit creek if we come up empty-handed and the next city's ahead.
Well, if we come up in empty-handed the next ways, we could finally head home. Not thrilled at the prospect of having not found him, but we've learned enough that it's not a complete loss. Plus, Peric has already given up a good deal. I appreciate that still. So,
I mean, it's your call, but I'm also just saying we're knee deep in the shit already.
well, Merritt looks at Ruslan, looks across the party. If we wanted to deal in politics, also, could make our way through the leyline cities, make our way to the capital, and at least see how it is there.
Rizlan kind of chuckles.
We're still just travelers. Is there
No,
anything
I-
that's gonna know our faces that quickly?
That's a very important question. She said internationally. Are people in Denim going to find us? Me.
No, it's not,
Wonderful. She
It's
like
It's not like we're going to get home and go, hey, we were a part of a revolution. No.
it's not international in that sense. It was poorly worded, I suppose. It is illegal.
obviously.
If you go to Tanum and for some reason run into the king of Tanum and say, "Oh yes, I just overthrew the country." Yes, you'll go to jail. But if they're not actively looking for you.
Those are very, very slim odds. We're fine.
I really hope I don't encounter the king of Denim anytime soon.
He's all right.
I mean, even
Question.
can we?
Yeah. Do you guys remember those flying robots?
Yeah.
I wish I
Flying
could.
thingies?
That's
That's right. He didn't
fair.
say robot because
Well,
he
flying
knows what
things.
that is.
Yeah.
Flying things.
That's true and fair.
By
We don't know
any
the magic.
chance, would that have any kind of a similar function to
Eyesight?
reverence your box thingy?
Oh, my camera!
Yes.
Ah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Would it know our faces?
Oh, Relish has
You were.
So we snuck through to the ruined side of
No,
Yolas,
I
and
understand. Yes.
We
few
did
of
some
us.
stupid shit,
I should have
and
took that one and fucking tore it apart.
we did some stupid shit, and I have stupid horns, and it's very much my fault, and I'm very sorry. She's saying that
Also,
to
I mean,
everyone in the
they're
party.
they're looking for what? They're looking for a rat and then a flying
No,
dragonborn.
Bartleby. No, Bartleby. Okay,
Part
hello.
of all you know.
A flying dragonborn with long, silvery white hair.
Yeah, okay, Bartleby, I'm trying to do something.
You're fine. You don't usually look like a dragonborn. Not always.
I'm.
I stick
Oh, they probably know who you are. Rizlan just like covers his face.
So bottom line is I'm fucked.
It's most likely not just you, friend.
Well,
Record
yeah.
the appearances of those it saw.
I mean,
Oh God.
did you speak with anyone that day? Did you travel and stay in any inns? You're fucked.
My
Reverend
entire shit
Looks
cut
a
out.
little bit like she's on the verge of tears.
My entire shit cut out.
Rizlan
Rizlan
said,
said
did
we're fucked.
yeah. Rizlan said, did you travel? Did you stay in any inns? Did you talk to anyone?
I mean, not since we were seen, but that's.
No,
Well,
on the day that you were seen.
I mean,
Yes, is the answer.
well, Reverence, you did like obscure yourself, disguised yourself, talking to some guards. I quickly turned the other way when one of them even looked at me funny. We did. Did we even stay at an inn?
I
I think we just like got there, went in, got Peric, went out.
Yeah, I'm
No.
also actually trying to remember if we did stay in an inn.
I don't think you stayed in an inn.
Okay. And Reverence was the only one that talked to anyone in disguise,
Actually,
right?
you
Or-
did you arrive at night?
I think we. I can't remember if, like, in the previous city we
I
got
think
up
you
early
arrived
in the
at night.
morning. Maybe.
And then went to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you were at an inn.
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that and then go, oh, wait, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we did stay at an inn.
We took the late train and then made our way through.
Yeah.
What does that get
Do
them?
you see the mouse again?
Yes!
Oh my god!
It was coming up again. Up the recliner.
Oh my god.
He wants to be friends.
Like,
He wants to be friends.
He wants to play D&D!
Okay, let's go.
What even could they get from that?
you would be surprised. You will most likely be able to free travel, but if it would be within your best interest if you, I suppose, maybe just left the country.
That's cool. That's awesome. We made a great decision.
Reverence has her head in like her knees.
So, what are the consequences exactly if we do
Prison.
get caught?
Jail, Noah.
No
Big
shit.
jail.
If not
Hmm.
shot on sight, but I would hope not.
It depends.
That extreme.
Jail and death.
Death is likely.
We damn it. Oh, that's nice.
First they'll ask for information, which at this point you fucking have plenty of it, and then they will either decide to kill you or put you in jail
Well, that's
for
fun.
forever.
Well, Merritt, looks like we're up shit creek.
Hmm. 。
And what will Star and Thorn do?
Well, if I
They
remember
live
right,
here.
they weren't seen? Not sure. Not all of us were seen, but it's not unknown, surely, that we travel.
Yes, I don't. Rizon kind of turns to them and says, Agora can essentially make you wipe off the map, I'm sure of it, but I don't believe you necessarily want that if you want to continue traveling. And Star just kind of laughs very nervously.
Could always finally go visit Tanum, and then come back at some point
Gonna
later.
cry.
Alternatively, I suppose if you can find a way to end the rebellion and fix the government, you'll be fine.
Well, we are knee-deep in this shit. Is there any way we can help?
That's why I asked about whether the main city was open or not. Assuming we're still just mere travelers, we could at least see, and not necessarily spy on the entire thing. That would take much more skill than I think we collectively have, but be in more than I imagine a good portion of this city at present can be. But reports are already going to go out.
Well, if you are seen at all in Violas, it'll take at least a week. Probably more to get to the capital. So you'll be fine to travel for. Prolonged stay is not recommended. The capital is open to anyone, really. It's... How much do you know of it?
Reverence holds up a 0.
Fuck all, as you can imagine.
My shit keeps dying.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I think my
Do we need to
mom was
stop for
watching
tonight?
Hulu. It's dying out. Short consensus. How well is it gonna go over if we spy and not so spy, trying to go to the main city?
Who are you asking?
It's more like player to DM save me. I would love to be in character.
Delta,
but
tell us what to do.
Discord is very angry with me. Just shorthand.
You're
You're
asking...
stupid railroad us.
Well, shorthand. Would we reasonably be fucked or not?
It's
Trying
plausible.
to get there. Okay.
Rizlan said, we have time if we don't, like,
Dilly
sit
dally.
around a bunch
Yeah.
to get to the capital without
Sit on our asses like
news
idiots.
traveling too fast.
And what was the last city Alaron was located? It's at the end, I know, but I can't remember the name.
I think it was Enid. I don't think
Yeah,
it was the
that
last
sounds
one.
right. Yeah, I don't think it was the last one either, but it was like near there. It was there at the edge. The travel there is...
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
Enid.
Okay.
Which is, from Redland 2 cities over.
Okay. Rizlan mentioned an airship. Is there any way to airship it to Enid? Just go there and then make our way the fuck out.
That seems conspicuous.
A little bit. It's sort of that, like, it was the last place he was seen, so kind of want to go. But also, if they get word, then there's nothing. We can't do it.
I mean, we
So-
can take a detour from Dad Quest to save an
Yeah.
emperor and
Yeah.
end a rebellion, right?
I feel like we have
I mean,
two
sure,
choices here.
We're level 7. We can handle an international rebellion of which we have no business being in.
I agree. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is fantastic and terrible because me, KR, as a person, am like, no, we get the
I
fuck
feel
out!
like this would be like
But-
declining a story quest. Like you can't,
This was
you
made.
can't do that.
Was made from.
Well, that's just me. Merritt has some problems with this emperor, not emperor, vanishing, and then there's an attack, multiple attacks presumably, called out on their own cities. That doesn't settle well for Merritt if it was not the main guy's call. And so, Viva Revolution, bitches! But like, we're gonna die. That's me, KR.
Maybe
We're
so.
gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
We're not gonna die.
We're
Maybe.
gonna die.
Look, if we do, new characters. Hey.
What's up, Yoma Queen Shield? She's ready.
Card bitch
I mean-
is ready.
I mean, I guess I can go to Linden, but I'll cry about it.
I mean, I would be extremely upset, but like, you know.
Oh yeah, no, that would be heartbreaking, and it would really suck. And I'd rather not fucking die.
Yeah, it also
But-
really sucks on that
So
standpoint
let's
for
not
me.
die.
Just
But
don't
let's not
die.
Yeah,
It's
You
that
can do
easy,
it.
guys. Come on.
just
You
hit a
ever
button.
thought about just not
That
dying?
was easy.
I mean,
I think
okay,
we can and should
How long-
do this.
Rebellion's already been like a year or so, like a year and a half, right? Maybe
Mm,
But
2
our
years, and
time
then
ended.
maybe 2 years, and everything got destroyed. But like,
Story quest.
I mean, you can
Story.
ask Rizlon how long it's going. You have the source now.
I mean,
It's not like, let's
how-
scrabble around in this abandoned train station clue on what year it is. It's like, Rizlon's sitting right there!
my shit went out again.
Rizlon's sitting right there. That's what it
You
is.
can
It's
ask him
every time
any
I mention
questions.
Rizlon.
How long has it
he's
been?
cursed.
How long has it been?
Yeah,
I'll just tell you, pretend it's in character.
we can
Um,
for the sake of brevity, in the words of Mercer.
for the sake of brevity, it's been like a year and a half, yeah.
Okay.
He says Gladio is like the first, and the city just like fell, and it kind of basically the government. It was a big fight, and the government destroyed a lot of things, and then everyone hid, and the government does not realize there's still people here.
They dumb as fuck.
Especially because I half worried that there would be bots just all across this city, just like scouting.
How did
No.
the towns get literally crushed? Like,
Yeah,
literally
that's the next question.
crushed.
Essentially giant robots.
Jesus.
Fuck. Yeah, so we're level 7. We can handle that, right?
We can.
Got it.
Big golems.
Listen,
Okay.
KR.
You can't see the look I'm
Abandoning-
giving you.
Abandoning this feels wrong. And like we're doing the wrong thing. So.
KR, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you're metagaming.
I know. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm objecting and I'm not doing this in character, because Merritt's slightly on the fence, but more toward leaning, yeah, okay. Let's let this fire
Just
go forth.
Let freedom
chill.
reign.
I'll
And-
tell you, I've never given you a quest that I didn't think you could handle.
Yeah,
In some way or form. Whether that means running away at whatever appropriate time, i.e. the worm, or now you're fighting a dragon at level 3. Like, it works. You could die, but it works.
it's a possibility, but Delta's not going to straight up fucking give us something that we can't do and is going to kill us.
Let's talk about this in character. Penn will do whatever the fuck everybody else does. They don't really care about the police. So
Fuck the police.
Fuck the
Fuck
police.
the
I think
police!
that-
the police!
On the ground.
yeah. Here's the thing. Also, I think all of our characters collectively are just like fuck the police.
Police!
Yeah,
pretty much.
The police.
Like,
So-
every experience Reverence has had with government has been negative, so
I mean,
she's down to fuck up the shit.
not even that. Penn doesn't feel the need to like run away or not run away. They don't seem to get the
Penn's just here.
infinity jail thing. So
No, it goes, so Rizlan, say we did want to try and help with the whole situation. Where would you have us even start?
Okay. It depends on what you want to do next. Do you still want to go through the ley lines? Would you rather wait?
Hmm,
I
Merritt, I hate to shit in your porridge, but I think maybe waiting would be good.
I know. It's been many years. I doubt a few more days, weeks, however long, will make that much of a difference. Just from what I do know of politics, they are very bloody and gruesome, and a revolution is definitely that.
So you're in.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yes.
I'm in.
are we gonna get a fight something? Because it's been a while.
I'm down to
It
go
literally
down.
hasn't. We fought something a couple days ago. It was
Those
children.
little
No,
kids.
that wasn't a battle.
That, yeah.
Benji
And also,
voice.
let's
I want a real fight.
And-
shit, yeah!
God, it sounded exactly like Benji. It was crazy.
Go, please.
It's like Benji's in the room.
I mean, they are.
does this
What?
like
Benji? You're here?
Benji, where are you?
but yeah, leading an entire revolution is going to make things much more simple as opposed to just sort of running. I'm not opposed, but I'm not sure about going straight into the battlefield unless that is where we are absolutely required.
Oh no.
So much skill already.
No, I hope this one has other plans for us. Which, I don't have a problem with it, but, I mean, I imagine our, he puts on air quotes, talents could be used elsewhere.
We're not soldiers.
Yes, I'm not going to send you straight into battle against a government with all the cards stacked against you, no.
I mean, if you really wanted us dead, that would be great. Like, if you
Finally,
actually
my
hate us
chance.
all, you know, if you actually despise every single one of us, it would be great.
No,
I've been waiting all this time. Right.
You're all wonderful.
Did Rizlan just say he loves us?
Yes.
Reverence is a little bit red in the face.
Even though you all surprise me and show up and
Sorry.
do these things, I do care for you.
Well,
Hey,
We're
on
all-
the bright side of us just waltzing in, now you have some A-grade help. Volunteers?
Okay, well now I wouldn't put yourself so high.
I was...
On the good day.
If we were ranking
they did get caught.
Look,
but-
if
Our
I'm
usefulness
being
out of
real,
20.
we're more like a B minus at best.
Guys.
We're the fucking B team, but that's okay.
You're still aiming a little high, but it's okay.
You know, I try.
We could use your help. Something. We could use your help. Something that you. Something that I haven't said yet. There were 3 of us.
3.
Me,
Leaders?
yes, Heathera, and another.
And they've disappeared, or
They were killed.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's been difficult. So I could use your help.
I'm always
Alright.
happy to help you.
We're more than happy.
I'm sure Heather as well loves some allies right now.
Reverence kind of grimaces and I don't know if she likes us very much.
She's a softie.
I mean, we literally crashed into the city, essentially, so...
It's falling to pieces anyway.
I mean,
Ooh,
you're
I hope we
not
didn't tear it up
wrong.
more.
I mean, there wasn't any tents in
Look,
the
we
train
didn't
station, was there?
flatten
Yeah.
the
Fine.
train
We
station.
didn't hurt anybody, did we?
I'm pretty sure there was no life, much like in Viola, so there's
That
nothing.
There's a
pillar's
lot
a
of
little worse for
laughing.
wear.
Like, Reverence put a hole in a pillar.
I almost lost my horn!
That's a you problem.
You tried to tie me up in rope! Reverence is standing up.
And then, of course,
No,
the solution was to make you a crab.
Reverence is moving towards Noah with intent.
How is Peric taking all of this?
Peric has been silently listening this whole time and hasn't said anything. Star and Thorn is pretty indifferent to this whole thing. Star has at least been yeah, you know what, I'll fuck up a government. But Peric has just silently been listening.
Not even super hard. She's just
He starts bouncing to the beat.
She stops and she just looks at him as, you are my least favorite person.
He chuckles. Love you too, Reverence.
I can't stand to see. I hate you. She just fucking turns away. The sight of you disgusts me.
Merritt looks to Peric and goes, and what say you? I know we sort of rolled our way through very seriously. You probably have more time, if much more, perhaps. Should you? I don't know. Been awfully quiet.
Well, it's not that I guess I just wasn't expecting this.
Reasonably so.
I'm not sure anyone could have. We definitely weren't expecting to see his mug again. Points at Riz.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Back.
we did give you a full warning that things get kind of chaotic around us, and
A little bit.
yeah.
I mean, I have literally nowhere else to go, so it's not that big of a problem, I suppose.
Reverence winces.
All right. I'll, I'll partake.
Might get to explode
It's-
some things.
There you go.
You could explode many things.
I'm interested.
It is certainly more interesting than walking about stuffy halls.
You
Don't
are
insult their
correct.
job.
No, he's right.
Okay. Then go for it. Insult the job all you want.
I mean, where you had said they weren't the nicest of people considering your specialty in magic. So this, I mean, we've already had more use just getting here. And then whatever potential things we may encounter in an entire revolution, if
Listen.
not going straight on the battlefield.
My whole family abandons me. My whole job hates me. My only friend / father figure is gone.
Look, Pear.
My new friends make me a criminal. It's whatever, man.
God, Perik, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
I
man.
want you to know that you are appreciated here and we love you.
I do like you're very fun to have around.
You are
I
right.
am sorry that you quit your job for us.
No, the job, it was bad. This is fun. I'm liking this. It
Okay.
feels nice to have people who like me.
We do like
Oh,
you.
God.
Oh, buddy.
No.
Nora's all loud.
Right. Right, sort of thinks, and he goes, even if the entire revolution isn't up your alley,
I thought you were gonna
We
say
do
up your
have-
ass.
Not me.
we have other friends as well in Tenum. I don't doubt that they'd like your skills along with, well, you. Like, Barrett sort of looks at Rizlan, like, shrugs, like, maybe?
Rizlan gives you a shrug back.
I don't fucking know.
Perik says, "Oh, well, I have nowhere else to go, so if this doesn't work out, either I die or
Go join a
get
guild
a
in
new
Tenum.
house."
Well, there you go.
Reverence is grimacing again.
Wait, what? I didn't hear that last part.
We ruined Perik's life.
You technically didn't. Perik's life has always been terrible.
Worse.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure they've specifically said you're the highlight of your life.
Oh,
I'm so
oh,
sad.
buddy.
Terrible!
God, that's awful.
We shouldn't be anyone's highlight of their life.
Yeah.
Besides Aliron.
Alright, sure.
Oh.
Man, they just have bad taste the whole way around. Sorry, Perik. Oh, man.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm the criminal now.
Well, that's
mean-
already happened.
Revolutionary.
That looks nicer on a resume.
It does.
Hey, as long
As long as
if it
it's not
just
going
so
to government.
happens that we could end all this, we should be alright, right?
Let's
Reasonably.
just fix the whole fucking thing and call it.
Yeah, right.
That's
It's that easy.
One step at a time. Figure out what's going on in the palace, I guess, or some shit. What are we doing again?
Oh boy, it's already going great.
Oh boy.
I imagine Rizlan's probably going to have to take some time to assess on what the fuck he needs to do.
Yeah, Rizlan
We
just
should
kind of
talk to
laughed.
Heather. We should talk to the other one, the smaller one, Heather, and sort of discern how best we are applied. Our skills are applied. Sure.
Yes.
Rizlan laughs and says, "Yeah, I'll have to plan, but really having you all around is useful.
That makes me feel much less terrible for just kind of barging in.
Sure. Whatever helps you
Slightly
sleep
less.
at night, darling.
Nothing does, but this might.
Well, it's the night, but I guess I'll give you a tour.
Nice. Okay.
Stands
We can
up
all see in the dark.
as you train.
Oh shit, there's something else coming.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god, just laying it down.
And
There's something
yeah,
else coming? What?
Rizlan opens the tent flap into the night, and we'll leave it there because it's 3:30.
Yeah, it is.
I love my
Fuck, dude, it
boyfriend.
sure is.
Holy shit.
I was honestly concerned that they like the Horntail like implemented as spy or something. I was worried for Rizlan for us just showing up and being like, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
Yeah, you sure did immediately just call him out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
I mean, none of us well and truly know that he like chameleons essentially, do we?
Yeah.
Reverence
Except
does.
maybe reverence, but you don't tell anyone
Nope.
those bits. So
He
Merritt
tells
was
me
just
these
like,
things
"Hey,
in
dude."
confidence.
What? Yeah. So Merritt was just like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck is up?" It's been a rough day.
Let me just grab this map, Rizlan.
Oh.
I'm so happy he's back.
I missed
I
him.
missed him so much.
It's
I love
really good
my
to have him
Ah, goodness. Oh, big and
I'm
still
sure
under
you
the
did.
radar.
I'm back, baby!
Oh, goodness. She.
See.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
What are Ganassi?
Yep.
Beep. No, no, sorry. Okay. Zoom back out.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
Played D&D.
Did
Yep.
something.